Having taught accounting for over 10 years and having passed all 4 parts of the CPA exam in 6 weeks without a prep course, I've picked up some study habits that might help you learn accounting. These tips are based on my own experience as well as a book I read called Make It Stick: The Science of Successful Learning. First, find a study partner. Having someone to practice with provides encouragement and accountability. It's like having a workout partner. They can push you to get your reps in when you're feeling tired. When I was doing my Master's of Accounting, I studied with my friend Sean. We would find an empty classroom with a whiteboard and we would work through practice problems and quiz each other. Sometimes we helped other students who were struggling in class, which is really great because the best way to truly learn something is to teach it to others. Second, it's better to study frequently in small chunks than it is to do long cram sessions. With cramming, most of the information is forgotten within 72 hours. You're just putting information in your short-term memory. What you instead want to focus on is putting the information in your long-term memory. And it's through shorter, more frequent study sessions that you improve long-term retention. Let's say that you lift weights and you want to improve the look of your body for the beach this summer. What do you think would be more effective? Doing 20 one-hour workouts over a period of several weeks? Or doing a single 20-hour workout the day before you hit the beach? Either way, you're working out for a total of 20 hours. But doing a single 20-hour workout isn't going to give you a better body. In fact, you're likely to injure yourself or collapse from exhaustion. It's no different when it comes to learning accounting. Accounting is cumulative, with foundational concepts like debits and credits coming up again and again. Thus, you need to study frequently in short sessions so you can retain this information for the long term. I've studied while waiting for a train, while waiting for class to start, even while waiting at a doctor's office. Even just a few minutes of studying can make a difference if you're consistent and you stick with it. When it comes to how you study, you should focus on problem solving and testing yourself. Reading notes or a textbook can be helpful, but rereading the same notes and highlights again and again yields diminishing returns. It might improve your reading comprehension, but it doesn't improve your ability to recall information. And that's what you need to improve: your ability to retrieve information from your long-term memory on a test or in a real-world situation. You can improve your recall by reviewing flashcards, working practice problems from scratch, or having somebody else quiz you. There's a lot of research that shows that flashcards are effective. I use flashcards today to improve my Spanish vocabulary and to learn my students' names. In one semester, I had 331 students, and I was able to learn each student's name by reviewing the flashcards frequently and in short bursts. Working practice problems by hand is also key, as you learn accounting by doing it. Some students just read the solutions to the practice problems, which gives them a false sense of knowing the concepts. But you have to try the problems yourself before reading the solutions. Watching a professor solve problems during class is helpful, but it isn't enough. You can't learn to play the guitar just by watching someone else play guitar. You have to practice the guitar yourself. To move from being familiar with a concept to having mastered a concept takes practice. Work through the problems, have a study partner quiz you, and review flashcards, and you will learn accounting. In fact, it'll get to the point where solving accounting problems becomes automatic, like riding a bicycle. Fourth, it's easier to learn accounting if you can tie the concepts to what you already know and apply what you're learning to the real world. For example, when you get to intermediate accounting, you'll learn that intangible assets with a limited life are amortized or expensed over time, whereas intangible assets with an indefinite life, like a trademark, are not amortized. That can be confusing, so try linking it to a company you already know, like Nike or Coca-Cola. Why don't Nike and Coca-Cola amortize their trademarks? Because they can renew their trademarks perpetually, and you don't amortize an intangible asset that has a potentially unlimited life. Because you know that Nike and Coca-Cola's trademarks can last forever, it makes sense that those trademarks aren't amortized. You're linking new knowledge, Intangible assets with an indefinite life aren't amortized to knowledge you already have. Nike and Coca-Cola's trademarks will last forever. Thus, you'll be more likely to remember the new information. You should also look for ways to connect new concepts to what's happening in financial markets and the news. I love encountering accounting concepts in the Wall Street Journal because it shows why these concepts matter. You can go a step beyond reading the financial news and read companies' annual reports. You'll learn a tremendous amount by reading the financial statements and notes of an actual company and seeing these accounting concepts come to life. This way, you're not just learning accounting concepts to pass a test, you're truly understanding why accounting is the language of business. Finally, I recommend embracing the fact that accounting is difficult. If accounting was easy, everyone would be great at it. But it's not easy, and some people come to hate accounting as a result. They struggle initially and then just give up. But you don't have to become the manager who says, "I'm terrible at accounting," or the student who says, "I could never learn accounting." You could simply accept that accounting is challenging and work hard to improve. Don't get down on yourself, as you're not the first person to struggle with accounting. If you keep trying, there will come a time where things start to click for you. And at that moment, you'll see the financial statements in a different light. It will be incredibly rewarding because you didn't give up and pushed forward. But if you just give up and say, "I could never learn accounting," you'll never know what you could have accomplished. Remember, who you study with, what you study, and how you study all affect your ability to master accounting. You should forget about cramming and instead work practice problems and review flashcards frequently and in short sessions. Find someone to study with and link what you're learning to your existing knowledge and to the real world. And don't give up just because accounting is difficult, as a strong grasp of accounting can make a real difference in your life. You'll become more comfortable analyzing financial reports and you'll be better able to understand business news. And you'll have made your professor very happy.